Welcome back. Where the fuck were we? Oh,
I'm still trying to get. I think I have one more punky to kill.
She's still doing the punkies, and I'm still reading the Spyro thing.
Ryan's reading something about some dragon.
We're on like paragraph 2. We're like halfway through paragraph 2. In the kitchen, he had freshly made food, cooking finely over the night they were to share. All of a sudden, he heard a knock on the door from Cinder. Before he opened it, he looked over himself one more time, making sure he was at least presentable to his date. As Cinder stood in front of the door waiting for Spyro, she cursed herself under her breath. Fucking shit balls. That's not in the writing, I improvised that, okay?
Like, dang.
I'm a good narrator. As she did though, she heard Spyro's door opening, revealing her secretly loved dragon, who was on the other side of the door.
If it's a secret, why are they on a date?
In her eyes, he looked incredible. She could already tell that he polished his scales, for they gleamed in the light of the fire that was nearby. In Spyro eyes, she looked amazing. The moonlight brought out her emerald eyes and her body markings, while her scales were shining against the lights of his home, making her irresistible. Wow, they both thought to themselves. A short moment of silence passed before Cinder broke it.
Sorry about being late, Spyro. It took me longer than expected to get ready.
It's not your Cinder
said
voice.
Cinder, looking down.
It's okay, Cinder. Besides, you look great.
They really sound similar. I should really try and fix that. Complimented Spyro, after breaking out the trance he was in. Cinder blushed out, but that wasn't their fault, that was me. Cinder blushed, but because of her black scales, Spyro didn't notice. Yeah, because pink on black surely just looks completely Who is this Cinder character? I need to look her up. Hold on.
She's really cool looking.
I hope this doesn't fuck up my reading. Cinder Spyro.
What'd you find? All the Cinder porn?
Oh god, I know where to go for that, Manda.
Cinderporn.com.
Cinder pornographers. Pornographies. Yeah, she looks cooler than Spyro. Spyro looks like a doofy asshole. I'll post the image on the screen that I'm looking at. It's from the wiki. That's cool. Anyway, back to the horrible thing that I'm reading.
What do you mean?
Okay. Alright, well anyway. He complimented her, she blushed, she couldn't tell.
Thank you, Spyro. You look great too,
she replied as she looked up, smiling. It was the same smile Spyro secretly loved. Even on days when he felt as if the whole world was against him, her smile always made his day.
Please, come in. Besides, the food is almost ready,
said Spyro as he moved aside, letting his date in, smiling. She accepted the invitation as she walked in. As she did, she was hit by the wonderful scent that came from the kitchen. She filled her nostrils with the scent, savoring it as she did.
What are you making, Spyro? It smells great, she said,
with a smile as she walked into the dining room.
Thank you, replied Spyro with a smile. It's roasted lamb, and it's almost done. Take a seat at the table, and I'll bring the food.
Yeah, I've been breathing on it for 6 hours. 6 hours! Man, her being late must suck, bro. Oh, I see you made dinner. 6 hours I slaved over this lamb. He was screaming.
That potato salad.
He was screaming for 4 of them. She said okay, sat down. She then took the nearest seat that she could find.
What the fuck?
She then looked around, admiring the door that was placed in the dining room. Then she looked out the window that was in front of her and saw the moon, which was mostly covered by the trees that stands outside the house. As she admired the view, her nostrils were ambushed by the strong scent of the food that was brought out
I like that.
onto the table by Spyro. Yeah, but like if you say ambushed, it usually connotates like a negative response. Like, I was ambushed by your body odor. Know what I mean? You don't say You don't say, oh, your turkey is ambushing my scents right now. It's like, bitch, what? Get out of my fucking house.
I thought it was kind of... I get what you're saying now, but like, I don't know.
Context, people. No, I'm not a writer, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. She gazed restlessly at the food, fresh roasted lamb and vegetable with rolls to the side, all beautifully cooked and served on a metal platter. Wow. That's the only word that escaped out of her mouth from the many thoughts that raced through her head. As she admired the food that was in front of her, she was startled by the sound of wine rushing from the glass, dark green bottle that was originally in front of her. I hope it's not surrounded by TNT, because we all know what those do. Here, Cinder, it's the finest I could get, said Spyro, as he poured 2 glasses of wine in front of her.
Your voices just kind of break the series.
I can't wait till it gets to the sex part. It's gonna be hilarious. He then placed one of them in front of Cinder.
Spyro, I think I shouldn't. I mean, you didn't have to do this,
she said as she tried to decline his offer.
Please, I insist. Besides, I just got it for the occasion,
he said as he moved the glass.
This stupid ledge keeps fucking me up.
What if you jump? Will that help?
I try and he smashes right into the fucking ledge like a stupid idiot.
Maybe you're not supposed to jump?
Oh, well, the game kind of slowed down there a minute. Anyway, you can continue.
As he moved the glass back to her. Since then... she then realized she had been easily defeated, so she accepted the drink. After that, Spyro started to slice some of the roasted lamb that set on both of the plates. Alright, that's your choice, not mine. Then he took some of the roasted vegetables and placed them next to the freshly cut lamb. This is so descriptive. I know how you cut a lamb up. Just say he put some fucking lamb fries, fine. Lastly, he placed one roll on each of their plates and then gently placed it in front of both of them. Can we skip past this?
Zoe, where'd you come from?
This is like 4 paragraphs of them eating.
But is there like seductive conversation?
It seems like it kind of is, yeah. It seems like it gets pretty fucking funny.
It's seductive, not funny.
It's sexy, not cute. The food looks amazing, Spyro, complimented Cinder. Smiling with satisfaction, he replied, Thank you, Cinder. And with that, Cinder cut a slice of the lamb roast and took a small bite out of it immediately. Her mouth was filled with the taste of the roasted lamb. Her taste buds went insane as it was covered by the salt and spice that originally sprinkled evenly on the roast. She felt as if she was made by... I'm sorry, I keep fucking up. She felt as if it was made by a god. She instantly came into realization that it was made by Spyro. Shocked, she sat there. Never would she have guessed that he was amazing at cooking, but there she sat, dumbfounded by his secret talent. Feeling as if she died and went straight to heaven, she savored that bite, and Spyro could immediately tell that she loved it. Smiling with satisfaction, he asked, Do you like it, Cinder? And she said, Spyro, I love it. This is amazing, she said after she gulped down her first bite. She then asked in curiosity, Did you made this? I didn't misread that. Did you made this? She says. Yes, I did, Spyro answered with a smile, leaving her stunned by his talent. She was right. She was in the presence of a cooking god. The only thing she could now say was, wow. A few minutes into dinner, there was only pleasant silence and the two ate their meals, but it was cut by Spyro after he took another drink from the wine. So how was your day? He asked as he put down his wine glass. It was okay, but... Cinder stopped in her track and looked down. But? Spyro asked as he looked at her in concern. She looked up and suddenly answered, I don't feel like talking about it, so sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. Bitch, you didn't. Spyro asked her about it. Jesus.
Well, she could have lied.
Yeah, I know, and I think that's what the writer was getting at, but like...
Doesn't make any sense.
Spyro saw the first drop of tears in her eyes. To see his secret love cry was the worst thing he could imagine. He placed his eating utensils down and then wrapped his paws around Cinder's right paw. He then spoke tenderly, saying,
What are you doing?
Cinder, please tell me what's wrong. I'm here for you.
Your voice tone just...
She looked up, surprised by how caring he was, as he wiped away the tears that were rolling down her cheeks, like little streams flowing her emotions away from her soul, and to the ground, which was the river. She then spoke lightly, saying,
I just wish that people could treat me for who I am, not for the monster I was. Everywhere I go, they give me cold stares and they abuse me emotionally. Even though I am who I am now, they still make me feel like a monster I never wanted to be.
I zoomed right past it.
Cinder, forget about what they think of you.
said Spyro tenderly.
It's your friends, your loved ones who you should really listen to.
By the way, just a minor background on that. So I know I haven't played the Legend of Spyro games. But
She was evil.
she started out evil, yes.
Wow, big
Spoiler.
big spoiler there.
But
Couldn't have guessed that from the fact that she's a black dragon.
hey!
Hashtag not all black dragons.
Her design's really cool and doesn't make me think of evil.
But she's a black dragon. That's exactly why they made her evil. Because like Skyrim, for example, fucking Alduin's like the blackest
See
dragon.
how close I'm getting? It's so not fair. I've read this 50 billion times while you've been reading. This episode's boring except for you're reading the fan fiction.
It's not boring. It's advanced.
I'm happy it's coming back.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna just on the next episode, we'll have it done by the time we come back, and then I'll continue reading this while Amanda does another level. Okay, love you. Bye bye.